Alright, um, do a quick recap of the Summer Madness event, last night. It was one of my first, it was my first battle rap event card that I attended in person. I watch all the battles. Um, this Mad Dog coming at you live and direct, and I'm gonna give you some. I mean, most of what I'll say will be unbiased, but when it comes to the battles is concerned, but as far as like just, real nigga shit, I'm gonna tell you that's not gonna be unbiased. That's gonna be some shit that I know from the street. I'm a Brooklyn dude, so I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you real. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. All right, so first of all, I got the VIP ticket. You know what I'm saying? And it's me and my nephew, and we get there about 11 o'clock. The line ain't too crazy. We a couple feet away from the door, whatever. I've went to rap concerts, other stuff. It's different groups of people, and for battle rap, I have to say the demographic of the crowd is primarily, I don't want to say nerds, but a lot of the dudes on the lines is just not street dudes. I mean, I'm gonna keep it 100% buck. It's not street dudes, and how can I say this? When you're not a street dude, and you know what I'm saying, you show up to an event, and you trying to hold down a spot on the line, man. There's some rules to some shit, man, and I need y'all niggas to feel me on this, man. When you standing in line and a nigga is just talking to you randomly, you know what I'm saying? He's just trying to like gain some sort of friendship with you. Meanwhile, you've been out there for 2-3 hours, and this dude just come up, just start talking to you on some bullshit. Then next thing you know, he's like, "Yo, can you let me in?" Or he just act like you and jump over the guard, the gate, and then he right in there, and meanwhile, you know what I'm saying, he like punked you. I mean, for the most part, dudes be looking for dudes to play on the line like that. And if you there with a group of niggas and y'all official, they're not gonna try and play you. It's just when you're not official and kind of look a certain way, dudes gonna test it. But I don't want to spend too much time on that. But it was that kind of pissed me off. Like I would have really liked to see some dudes say, hey, what's going on. I mean, the rules is you don't let anybody cut the line in front of you. If somebody cut the line behind you, that's on that next man to deal with. That's real talk. But somebody cut the line right in front of you, you have a obligation to say something to that man. I'm just keeping that a buck. You have an obligation to say something. You need to get something figured out. Once you get it figured out, you know what I'm saying? Yo, homie, you need to go back to where you need to be. Anyway, as far as the cutting the line stuff, I just was trying to get as much as my I was trying to get as much as my in. I wanted to get as much as the event in. I really couldn't pay attention to that shit that I normally would if I was there with my crew. So let some things rock on the line that normally wouldn't. Alright, moving on. The VIP card, there was some stuff, some talk on the line because it split the line. VIP was on the right, and people that paid the regular $100 on the left. VIP was $200. Yo, my niggas, if you on $100 line, you know what I'm saying, and the event is supposed to open up at 2, and you got something to say at 2:10 to the dudes that paid $200. You know what I'm saying? What I got to say to that is, yo, mind your business. You know what I'm saying? Really, I mean, you shouldn't worry about my money. I I'm the one that paid the $200. I ain't worried about it. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about the money that I spend or how I spend it. You know, the most important part is that I'm getting in there before you do. You know, I mean, I'm gonna keep it 100% a buck. I mean, if I get in there before you do, then that $200 paid off. I mean, that's the way I feel about that. Now, you don't know, Smack is on that real nigga time, man, and I stopped looking at my watch. I think it was like 3 and change, maybe 3:30 minutes to 4 by the time they opened the door for real. Got in there, and the thing that was nice about it, the best part, was that you could pick where you wanted to be in the facility. Whether you want to be upstairs, downstairs, near the VIP, whatever. I decided to be up near by the VIP. I didn't want to be down on the floor. I was staying in a number of hours. Wanted to keep it moving. You know, we got to where we wanted to get to, sat down, actually met a dude that kinda was in, I guess they started a company with Star and Buck Wild, some multimedia thing, and it was real cool. It was, you know, these were some good brothers. Met Star, met this dude AR, some other dudes, some other people from the entourage. Everybody was cool. We was drinking, you know, we put money together for some liquor, and we was chopping it up pretty much the whole night. The VIP experience for the early birds was okay. I thought there would have been more for us. I thought they would have had a couple of maybe some food or some, you know, say, hey, we gonna do this for y'all, you know, maybe another event or whatever. But you know, the fact that we got in early, I mean, we got in at 4 and they didn't start the event till 7. I mean, there was people still outside on them $100 line till about 6:30. I mean, my nigga, that's a lot of time being out there. You know what I'm saying? God bless them, but that was a lot of time being outside. The security was, you know, checking like your shoelaces, man, to like combing your hair just about. I mean, it was a serious search. You know, but I mean, all that being said, still was better to me to have some sort of VIP and get in there a little bit early than to be, you know, getting there late. I'm gonna do a different thing the next time around. You know, there's no need for me to be on the line that long. Once you get in the event, it's for people that, you know, the first time they go into a URL thing or a smack battle. You know, do your best to find, if you want to hear the battles, if you want to pay attention to it, you know, do yourself to come in at, I want to say, stay up close near the stage if you want to hear it. The further away you are, you know, whether it's upstairs or further back, the more distracted people are, the more people is talking about other bullshit. And you know, sometimes they get loud and you can't really hear the battle. You know, a few times people was getting so loud they like distracted the shit from the battle. The security, there was really not enough security. As far as I'm concerned, you know, you needed a lot more security to do the things that they wanted to do. They were trying to control the crowd on the stage, and you know, the entourages, and you know my group, this group. Once niggas get on the stage, niggas is not getting off the stage. You're wasting time trying to get niggas to move off the stage. They just not gonna go. And unless you have like 15 security guards and you cool with niggas, you just not gonna get dudes off the stage. So why hold up the battles? Let's keep it moving. Get a certain amount of space and keep it moving. I will give Beasley, Smack, and Chico and all of them a lot of credit. They was trying their best to keep the battles moving. It really was. Alright, so let me get into this real quick. To recap. It was difficult for me. The first battle was K-Shine Arsenal, and there was a girl that was arguing with this dude that was right next to my area in the VIP section, and she would not stop talking. As soon as the battle started, she got it worse and started arguing more, and it took about a good 3 minutes before she was, I don't know what happened, but somehow she got away. And you know, I'm gonna tell you like this: the ones that the battles that I was able to pay attention to and hear real good, I'm gonna tell you what I really think, and the ones that I kind of got a feel for and how the crowd was reacting, I'm gonna give you that. And the first couple of battles, it was kind of like that. People was talking a lot during K-Shine and Arsenal. You know, from what I could tell, Arsenal had a good first round, and K-Shine's second and third round was real good, you know, rounds, and I think K-Shine took it 2-1. If you want me, you know, to be 100% a buck, I'm not looking at anybody else, you know, recap. I'm not really sure what other niggas are saying. I'm just telling you what I experienced last night. And this is starting at 7 o'clock, my niggas. You know what I'm saying? 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. It's like 7 p.m. You know, like, forget about the food, man. We need. I need some Mountain Dew. I need a shot to stay awake at this point. So, anyway, next battle get on is Big T Old Red. Now this is you know, this is another battle that I think will be debatable. Just like K-Shine, I'd like to see this on for the video footage on this, but I'm gonna give this one to Big T. You know, I'm gonna give this one to Big T 2-1 over O-Red. I think O-Red was spitting some cold shit too. I just don't know. You know, to be honest with you, I think, you know, Big T had some more antics, and you know, he just sort of is comfortable stepping outside the box, where, you know, O-Red just sort of spits that street shit, you know, that Newark or Jersey shit, whatever it is. But anyway, shout out to both of them. I want to see that video footage, but I'm gonna give that to one of Big T in the building. Miss Hustle and Jazz the Rapper was the next one, and you know, I think I'm gonna go against the grain here. I'm gonna be honest with you. In the building, it was kind of crazy because, you know, Jazz never messed up. I don't think she messed up once. You know, her mic, she was having problems with her mic all night. Everybody had to have the mics turned up more. The sound man was doing some shit. Anyway, Jazz, she didn't really mess up, and she did good. She had bars, you know what I'm saying? It was just that I felt Miss Hustle's bars more in the building. I don't know how it's going to look on camera, but in the building I felt Miss Hustle's bars more. Now, that being said, keeping a buck with y'all, Miss Hustle had some slip-ups. She got her bars in the first round, and in the third round she like slipped up and forgot it, but then she got it back. And you know, I know people could say, well, just the slip-ups in the first two, you know, in the first round, the third round, you want to give it to Jazz off of default. But my nigga, these people, they, you know, these rappers, these artists, they work real hard on their craft, and you know, you couldn't deny some of the bars that Miss Hustle was coming with, especially in the crowd. I mean, I appreciated some of the shit she was bringing us. Like, yo, you know what? I'll eat that. It's like boxing, man. You know what I'm saying? You could get knocked down in a round, you know what I'm saying? But if you come back and you throw some punches and you knock that next person down, I mean, they didn't slip, but I mean, we gotta find a better way of you know, judging this shit. Just because somebody slipped, don't automatically give it to that next person. But that needs to end. I mean, I was in that building, and Miss Hustle, even though she slipped, she started going ham. You know what I mean? She really started going ham in that first round, and she had that room shaking, and then you know what I mean? Like, third round, same thing. She slipped, but then when she got it going again, she got it going again. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see the video on that. I don't really know how that's going to look on camera. You know, the slips, and you know how Jazz was sort of flawless, you know, in her approach. But you know, that's a debatable one, I guess, too. The next one up was Rex versus Calico, and This was the first battle of the night that I could say it was quiet. I'm not gonna say dudes was tired. I'm not gonna say they was distracted or anything. It was like, yo, these is two dudes that's getting ready to spit, and we want to hear every single word. They really had the respect of the crowd, and the crowd really wanted to hear him, and I appreciated it because I wanted to hear him. So it was good money. It was really, you know what I'm saying. It was good money. So the coin toss goes up, and I'm trying to remember who went first. First round, I think it was Cal. Cal went first. That's what it was. Cal goes berserk. First round was fire. That's all I remember. His first round was fire. It was hit. I mean, everything he was saying was like Don DeMarco. It was like hot shit. Getting that, and then Rex is a smart dude, man. Like when I start doing these recaps, I'm gonna start doing a lot more of these. Rex is a smart dude, man. He knows how to win battles, man. I really believe that. I'm not gonna say he wins every battle, but the ones that matter, that dude shows up, and he shows up ready to win. You almost forget about barring him. You gotta find a way how to outwin him. That's the best way I could say it. So Rex comes in, and to me, his first round was very good, but I don't think it was better than Cal's. But it's almost like he says to himself, alright, I ain't gonna try and put my best round up against that. I'm gonna put my light round up against that. And then if he has a light second round, my harder round is gonna go up against his second round. I think Rex actually probably mixes his rounds around so that if he has a crazy first round, he's not going to throw his crazy first round and have that as debatable. He'll give you a decent round and let you talk about that, and then come up with a haymaker in the middle and the end. So as it went on, Rex's second round was Calico's second round rather was real good. Rex's second round was fire. Fire. And then like the third round, Calico starts going into some political shit, start talking about the president and who's really running this country and some other shit. I mean, don't get me wrong, I understand what he was talking about. I mean, Calico's a deep dude, and he's a smart guy, and but at 11:30 at night, and these dudes is smoking it loud and all that stuff. I mean, dudes don't want to hear about the plight of America, man. They want to see you destroy and kill this man in front of you. You can throw a couple of bars at some random nigga that you want to battle in the future, but to be honest with you, the dudes want you to spit that fire and go at son. Kill Rex. Get that nigga Rex. That kind of shit. And he ain't really do that. He started getting booed, and it just was. I'm sitting there like, oh, bars over, you know what I'm saying? Bars over names. It's the first real crazy classic. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm not saying Big T and Red couldn't be classic or whatever, but this first one, Rex versus Cal, definitely had the makings of a classic. Might still be, but he really didn't need to go into that political shit. So then I got that one, Rex 2-1. The next one is Ill Will, Tay Rock. Let me tell you something. This one here, I had a lot of, I really, everybody in the building, again, the crowd was quiet. They wanted to hear these niggas spit. And I gotta admit, this was the best battle of the night. A lot of you not. Best battle of the night. Real talk, New York. Ill Will wins the coin toss, and Tay Rock goes first. Tay Rock is not my favorite battle rapper. I don't even think I got Tay Rock in my top 10. Anytime you get like absolutely murdered by somebody, like Tay Rock got absolutely killed or as he might say, attempted murder by clips. I don't care how many years ago. That stays with you, man. That's like a scar. You know, that's like a scar across your chest that we can see all the time. Like Young Miles against Lux. That scar across his chest is going to be with him forever. I mean, Lux just fatality. I just think of Mortal Kombat whenever I think of that battle. I mean, that was just, whoo. Lux was just stomping and killing and stabbing and Anyway, I don't want to go. I don't want to go too much into murders, but anyway, you know, Tay-Rock first round, real good. I mean, he has bars. Tay-Rock has bars. I'm gonna be real about. Tay-Rock is a street dude. He gave me dap. I've seen him. He's a real nigga. I mean, everybody, when you go to these events, everybody pretty much is accessible. They're cool. They'll take a picture. Charlie Clips, man, y'all got a lot of love for this nigga. He's a cool dude, and you know what I'm saying. You feel as though you know the dude. You know what I mean? It's like a cool dude. Like he'll give you dap and he'll talk to you like you know. He's good nigga, and I respect that. You know, all of these dudes. Nobody there was, to me, was like unapproachable or I had an issue with. You know, everybody was cool. So Tay-Rock first round was solid. A couple of nice lines in there. Real solid first round. Ill Will goes off the first round. Ill Will was doing. You know how you say go in there and do your numbers? My man went in there and did his numbers, and you know what? He deserved to be on that stage. I know at one point he said something about, you know, who don't think he deserved to be on the stage, and he agreed he don't think he deserved to be on stage, and then he just flipped it and said something else, and you like, nah, my nigga. Of all the people that's there tonight, you deserve to be there. His first round was just dynamic. I mean, electrifying. The whole building was shaking. It was like, damn, this is why I love battle rap. You know, that's what I was thinking about. So now, Tay-Rock's second round, you just thought Tay-Rock was going to crawl under a rock after that first round. Ill Will's like, Tay-Rock, you just figured that, Tay, don't even bother. Tay-Rock's second round was just swinging haymakers. I mean, Tay-Rock was, I was surprised, and I was, like I said, I'm not the biggest Tay-Rock fan. He was, Tay was doing them numbers. You know, he really was doing them numbers, and then Ill Will's second round was he did some money scheme or something. I think it was the second round. It was the second or third round. I think it was the second round. He did some money scheme where he flipped something that Tay-Rock had said in a previous battle and just went. He went bananas. I don't want to kill it. I ain't gonna say how he did it, but that money scheme was crazy. And you know, I respect what he did. I really respect what he did. He got in on after a dude had like a masterful round. And then Tay-Rock's third round was like really strong. Tay-Rock had the crown. He was getting DeMarcos. He was doing what he do, hitting it. Every line. I was like, yeah, every crowd was pumped up. It was crazy. It was a long night. I mean, this is midnight. This battle's going on now. It's just, my nigga, you know, people was on the line at, grant you, 9 a.m., people was 9:30, niggas was on the line, and you talking about 9 and 9, that's 12, and then, you know, from 9 p.m. to 12 a.m., it's another 3 hours, so you looking, niggas been out there, my dude, 15 hours standing up. 15 hours standing up, you know what I mean? And smack on that real nigga time. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't security, turn up the mic or some other shit. I'm just keeping it a buck. 12 o'clock at night, niggas been standing up for 15 hours, my dude. Anyway, let's get back to it. Ill Will third round, he rebutted some shit, he freestyled some shit, he went in, and, you know, the last thing you wanted was Ill Will going, like you going first and then Ill Will going after you. Thank God he did not freestyle throughout the whole battle. He had writtens, he did a little rebuttal. There was a time in the battle where he looked like if he may have choked or slowed down a little bit, but thankfully the smart dudes that can freestyle or, you know, rebuttal or whatever you want to call it, when they get stuck on their written, they could go right into a freestyle. He I give him credit. He lost the crowd, I think, on one bar, just one, and the crowd was like, oh, and then he said something about, I ain't gonna mess it up for y'all. He said something, I'm just leave it like this. He said something about top tier battle rappers, and when he said that bar, the whole place went crazy. They went crazy, and he just kept going from there. So he's gonna be a tough dude. I tell you, if Ill Will has a couple more battles like this, just a couple more, he'll be in your top 5 if he's not already. I mean, he got a little ways to prove. I believe I'm one of them dudes. You got to take some heads before I put you anywhere. So let's just for now, he beat Tay. He beat Tay to me 2-1 in the building. I'd like to see the footage, but he got Tay, and I think he need a couple more. I don't even want to talk about top 10 no more. I just think he needs to beat a couple more niggas in the URL. I think the top 10, the mid-tier people in the URL need to square off and stop this bullshit before, you know what I'm saying? Before you like completely outside your element and you aged or you missed your moment, get your battles in, get that history going, and don't let time pass you by. Because trust me, your bars, your schemes, your thought process, there's a window where that shit could pass you by. Trust me. Alright, there we go. Now we at 12:30, and I'm gonna talk about the Math Serius Jones whole scenario, the whole thing. Alright, now you're at 12:30 at night, and dudes, I'm looking at my watch, I'm trying to do the numbers. I'm like 12:30, maybe this battle finishes at 1:15. I know who's next. They ain't announced, but I know who's next. JC and John, which I think will be a great battle. I want to see that battle, but damn, do I want to see that 1:15 at night. Then I got Daylight and Sway Sever. I gotta be honest, I'll tell y'all some stuff about Team Muhammad. They came deep. You know, I didn't get a chance to give my man Dap Sway, but I wanted to. There's just so much stuff going on, and I just didn't have opportunity. It's just Team Muhammad was deep. Sway looked hungry. You know, Daylight looked like Tupac. Looked like a reincarnation of Tupac. He had the blue bandana. He had the chest out. He looked like he was ready to go. And I'm telling you, these last two battles seemed to be really anticipated. It was just, I don't think Swave and Daylight would have been on the stage till like 2:15 in the morning. You know what I mean? Maybe 2:30, providing there was no technical difficulties. I mean, you're talking about walking out of that event maybe at 3:30, 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock? You know, I mean, my nigga, 20 hours? I mean, at some point, maybe we need to split Summer Madness into 2 days. You buy your ticket, you show up on a Saturday, you watch 4 battles, and then on Sunday you watch 4 more. But I know getting the event 2 days, the expense and parking and all of that, so that probably won't happen. Anyway, apologize, it's a long blog, but I have to get it all out. You know, you guys can leave your comments at the bottom, let me know what you think, but I'm trying to give you that real nigga shit. I'm trying not to leave nothing out, you know what I mean? Alright, so I'm gonna give y'all before the fight, during and after real quick. So before, it's 12:30, Serius Jones and Math, we upstairs in the VIP area on there, and you know, they call Math to the stage. So Math shows up to the stage on cue, and the Murder Ave gang shows up with them. You know, they have a couple of goons and whatever, and then Cortez, good nigga. I gave him a little dap, talked to him. Real cool nigga. Cortez jumped on there, and they had the whole Murder Ave gang on the stage. Then they go, Serius Jones. Serius Jones. No Serius Jones. No Serius Jones. Nowhere. And Smack is like, yo, Jones, where you at? Serius. So you see them get off stage. You know, Beasley disappears, somebody disappears, boom, boom. And then, all of a sudden, I see everybody exiting the VIP area. So I'm like, maybe there's something, you know, some sort of trick or some sort of surprise. So then I see security coming, and they clearing out the whole upstairs. It's getting so late that the place is starting to like shut down. I don't think they expected to run this late. They really didn't. So as they telling us to, you know, clear out the top floor, and the Serius Jones search is going on. And as we get to the stairs to go down the stairs, and there's a big crowd of people that was upstairs to go, I look over to the right. I hope I'm not putting out too much business, but I see Beasley. And Serius getting into it, like an argument. Like I've seen Serius' head shaking, no, like he won't go to the battle. And like Beasley is going bananas. I mean, he's spazzing on this dude, man. Like Beasley looked like he was like a half second away from hooking off on this dude for real. Like he was losing his mind. Like, you know, that's some dudes that seem calm and, you know, sweet and nice, and then they got a temper. You know, I gave DB Beasley a dap and I talked to him for a minute. Cool brother. You got a temper though. You got a temper. I guess we found out later on that there was some sort of trailer or something that should have came up on the screen to play for Serius, and I think there was that technically they couldn't get that up, that little prop. And, you know, I think the other thing was, you know, Serius, it was so late. It was like almost 12:45, you know, 12:30. Serius was like, yo, I've been here since like 2. You know, like, yo, I don't even feel like battling now. This shit is mad late. So, cooler heads prevail. You see Serius head downstairs, and you're like, okay, this thing is about to pop. Now, mind you, we still got a bunch of people on the stairs trying to get down the stairs. So the security wasn't enough security to make sure when you go down the stairs, the people don't stop right there. So people stop, and it delayed us getting down the stairs. So as I'm getting down the stairs with my nephew, the battle started. You know, you hear Serius start spitting his shit. So I get down the stairs, we find a spot. Now mind you, downstairs now it's packed. It's more packed than it was before. It was comfortable all night. Now it's not comfortable. Now it's not comfortable. Now there's niggas everywhere. Real talk. So now I go over to the bar. I see Big T. I give him a little dap. I'm like, yo, Big T, what's up? Blah, blah, blah. Big T's cool. Big T, he stayed there throughout the whole event. Now, shout out to all the battle rappers that stayed there throughout the whole event. Got a lot of respect for y'all. They ain't just show up or whatever. But Big T leaves, and it's me and my nephew. We watching, you know, Serius battle, and you know, Serius. You could tell at the beginning, before they started, they said 3 minutes. That's what they was cutting. Like after 11:30, they was cutting everybody down to 3 minutes. There was no more ring card girls, none of that stuff. And Serius was arguing right up from the jump, and they pushed it up to 4 minutes. Now the previous 2 battles was 3 minutes and 30 seconds around. They gave Serius and Math 4 minutes around, because Serius was upset. He wanted more time to rap. So Serius starts rapping, and you know, at like the 4 minute mark, you see Smack like saying, all right, you know, cut it off. You know, it's time. And Serius keep rapping. So then Math cuts in. Now I think Math, a couple of things was going on in Math mind. You know, he had me sitting, you know, standing on stage for like 5 minutes waiting for him. And then now he's up 4 minutes and he's still rapping. And Serious is being like an asshole when it comes to this at this point, where he's just rapping and rapping, and shit wasn't really hitting hard. And he had a couple things that was alright, but he wasn't really hitting hard. So around the 5-minute mark, they just said, "Serious, enough, that's it." So they cut him. And the crowd was almost happy that he stopped rapping. Like even the crowd was screaming time. So the crowd was happy he stopped rapping. Then Math starts rapping, and Math does a rebuttal right at the beginning that has the whole crowd goes crazy on his rebuttal. And after his rebuttal, the crowd settles down. And after the crowd settles down, he started spitting into his writtens. And Serious had 3 model chicks up there, and they didn't really have no tops on and stuff. They had like some painted, whatever on them, and he didn't really have no crew. So Math spits some of his writtens, and his first bar, 2 of his writtens didn't really hit. His rebuttal hit, his freestyle hit. He did like a rebuttal and a freestyle. Then he went into his writtens, and like his first bar of his written didn't really hit. And the crowd just like looked at him, like, and then Serious got the feel from the crowd, and Serious did something like a woo. He like shrugged his shoulders and said woo. And I don't know when he shrugged his shoulders if it was too close to Math. I don't think he hit Math with his shoulder when he did the woo, but he just like sort of reacted and looked at Math like, your shit wasn't that cold. And Math just threw this left, and then Serious like knee buckled, and then Math like he seen him go down. Math threw another left and a right, and then like he just beat Serious off the stage, my nigga. Beat Serious off the stage down the steps. And then after he beat him down off the steps, after a left, right, push, shove, you could see Math looked at him and was like, you know what? Let me be out. I gotta be out. So Math flashed. The whole Murder Ave gang flashed. Straight line, through the crowd, out the door, whatever. He flashed. And I'm like, you know what? That's a blessing in disguise. I gotta be honest, man. My feet was hurting. It was almost it was like 1 something. It was like at least close to 1. I wanted to see the JC and the JC John and the Daylight Swave. I really wanted to see. I know they had to save Daylight for last because they was worried about Daylight shutting down the venue. But I gotta be honest, when you compete and you call this a sport, that competitive juices to players, sometimes it's gonna spill over in a little melee, a little scuffle, no hood shit. I mean, I don't think it's gonna hurt the brand too heavy. I mean, in basketball, there's skirmishes, baseball, you name any sport, hockey, football. I mean, these businesses still is multi-million-dollar businesses, still grow, still do what they do their numbers. I don't think smack suspend Math if you need to, do what you gotta do, but I mean, don't paint it as now he set us back 10 years. Thanks to Math, we back to battling sneaky stores and out on rooftops or in the parking lot. That's hip hop, man. People, the fans ain't going nowhere. Show the fight. Let people see what it is, and they could battle rap off of that. Now that'll be a whole new avenue for niggas to talk shit about how serious got. They could even do a metaphors. Serious, got knocked out now. You can't see Daylight no more since Math threw punches. Something get blacked out and there's no more Daylight because niggas ain't see Daylight. Thanks to Math, there's a lot of shit you could do for this one event. Shouts to my man Math, Hoff, of course. He gave that crowd a blessing, and it was time for dudes to go. It was getting late. It was getting late, and they would not have given JC and John a fair reaction or attention, and they definitely wouldn't have gave Swave his just due respect. Swave and Daylight needed that fresh crowd. 2, 3 in the morning, you was going to get a dead ass crowd. You was going to have a horrible battle. It was not going to look good on camera. I swear it wouldn't have. I really believe Math, even though it wasn't a good look, definitely saved 2 battles. Maybe they could have it another time down the line. You know what I'm saying? In a month or 2, have them 2 battles pop off, and on camera it'll look good because the people will be fresh. You know, let's just, you got to look at the whole situation. You know what I mean? All right, you know, that's my blog. You know what I mean? I know it's a touch long. You know, I'll try and tighten up some other things, but it was a big event, and I seen dudes doing some half-ass shit. And I wasn't gonna give y'all something half-ass. I figured I'd give y'all something, you know. I'll give y'all something real, something tangible, something you could work with. You know what I mean? You know, leave your comments down there. Let me know what you want. You know how you popping. You know, we do this again. All right, one.